Day 4 of the Dodge Powerburgers U.S. Nationals is in the book. We have gone now through 3 rounds of pro qualifying ahead of Monday's eliminations, and now we get to really see who the front runners are heading into final qualifying come tomorrow, as well as the All-Star call-out. We have highlight videos. We have the Too Fast, Too Tasty challenge highlights to show you, as well as a Q&A with your funny car winner. So let's go no further and jump straight into it. Looking through top fuel, Steve Torrance holds on to his #1 qualifying spot from last night. A 3.708 holds him to the top spot. Brittany Forrest keeps second, Justin Ashley in third. Doug Cleta qualifies fourth, Leah Pruitt fifth. Shout out to TJ Zizzo, qualified seventh last night, holds on to that. A strong performance of a 7.36 keeps him in the top half of the field. Looking to the rest of the field, it pretty much stays the same. Josh Hart, Sean Langdon, Austin Prague keeps there. That from 11th is where it gets different because of the fact Tony Schumacher going into Q2 was not in the show. Spins a tire, still not in the show, goes into Q3 needing to qualify his way in. Gets it done qualifying with a 7.84. He finds himself racing on Monday pretty much locked in unless we have a record-setting time field for the bump spot. Spencer Massey, another driver who wasn't qualified in a 7.95, promotes him to 12th. Doug Foley holds on to 13th. Will Smith dropped from 12th to 14th. And Lex June with a career best run, an 8.58. He now finds himself holding on to the bump spot. The 3 drivers not in the field. Buddy Hull and the Hulk, what do they call it? The Hulk car. Dan Mercier 18th, and then Clay Milliken, which is probably going to be the big story going into tomorrow. The fact that the guy who has had 2 wins so far this season is currently not qualified for the U.S. Nationals. Q2, he spun the tires, and then going into Q3, he blew the motor up, so now he has to go into Q4 and Q5 on Sunday and try and qualify his way into the show. Looking into funny car, Robert Height bumps his way up to the top spot. A 3.853 sees him hold on to the #1 qualifying spot when he was second going into today. Bob Taskett, the third, falls to second. Alexis DeJoria keeps it in third. Matt Hagan 4th, Ron Capps 5th, Cruz Pedregon in 6th, Blake Alexander with a strong qualifying result. He finds himself in the top half of the field. Look at the rest of the field, it's pretty much the same. John Forrest came into the day, was not qualified into the show. He is now sitting 12th with a 9.89. Alex Laughlin holding on to 13th, Bobby Bodie 14th, Terry Haddock 15th, and Paul Leighton 16th. Dave Richards currently not in the show for the U.S. Nationals, and then Justin Schrafer, who in Q1 did the burnout, car shuts off, he gets out, couldn't run. Does the burnout in Q2, car doesn't even make it past the burnout, it shuts off, he loses Q2, then goes into Q3, makes it through everything. It was a pretty messy run, but he did get to make the run, and then proceeds to shut the car off at half track and coast to the line with a 4.802. He finds himself in the 18th and final spot, needing to qualify in. Pro Stock, Matt Harfer still holds on to his #1 qualifying position with a 6.569. Troy Coughlin Jr. in second, Aaron Stanfield in third. It's pretty much the same throughout most of the field. The only real change that happened was Greg Anderson improved his time. Eric Latino, who was not in the show yet coming into the day, finds himself in the 12th position. My apologies. Jerry Tucker goes from, I believe, 16th to 15th, and Mason McGahey now is the 1 car not into the show going into the final day of qualifying. And the Pro Stock Motorcycle, Gage Herrera, #1 qualifier again. I said it last night. I'm not going to say the same exact words that I said last night when I said that, but again, the moon is in the sky. Not right now, but you get the idea. Sky is blue, grass is green. Gage Herrera, #1 qualifier. Eddie Craywick, again, a 1-2 for the team. Hector Runner Jr. stays up there. Chase Van Sant falls from 4th to 5th as Matt Smith jumps up there. Steve Johnson in 6th. Angie Smith, going into the day, was not qualified in the show. She now finds herself into the 9th position. And then looking down to the field, pretty much all the same way you'd expect. Wesley Wells and Odolph Daniels not qualified for the U.S. Nationals heading into the final 2 rounds come tomorrow. So we have highlight videos for the U.S. Nationals, including your Too Fast, Too Tasty challenge winners, the final one of the season, as this being the last regular season race. This is the last opportunity they had to win it. We'll show you the highlights, and then we'll show you the interview with your funny car winner.
For the final individual trophy of the year, they're thinking about it for a second. Eddie bumps in. Gage gives him a couple seconds, bumps in. Gage gets away first, but Gage is drifting over towards the wall. He's getting out of the groove a little bit down there at the other end. 675, 199 Gage Herrera.
We're up at the top end for the presentation for Gage Herrera for this Mission Too Fast, Too Tasty win here at the U.S. Nationals. The hat and medal is going to be presented by Juan Gonzalez here with Mission Foods. As always, the brand ambassador, Angel Sempe, up at the top end as well. And Gage, your name was on that trophy behind you before you even made it up to the top, and that shows you the domination that you've had in this championship this season. When you look at what you've been able to accomplish, how much is this class on notice?
It's been incredible being able to accomplish so far this season. I got an awesome team behind me. I got an awesome motorcycle. It was awesome, whole Vance and I's Mission Suzuki final against Ed, and yeah, I mean, I can't thank Mission enough for putting this on. Not only do they support us, but they're supporting the whole racing organization or category or family, and it's just amazing how much they're putting into it, and can't thank this guy enough for all of it. And yeah, we came out on top. I get to take home this awesome trophy, so I'm ecstatic for sure.
That is yours. Let's see it, Gage.
This is exciting, Alan. Here we go. Final round. Saturday afternoon at the Big Go.
Let's see if they decide to play any games on the starting line. Both drivers pre-stage. They stage at almost the same time. They leave at almost the same time. An absolute point flip on the reaction timer, and a win light comes on for Aaron Stanfield. Look at him celebrating on the starting line.
Well, what an incredible first season for the Mission Too Fast, Too Tasty Challenge. The CEO of Mission Foods, Juan Gonzalez, joins us up here at the top end, as well as the brand ambassador, Angel Sampey. Aaron, you will forever be known as the inaugural winner of this event. I'm going to give you that medal for you for the event win here. 2 on the season for Aaron Stanfield. He gets this overall win on the last run of the season of this challenge. And Aaron, to bring it down to the U.S. Nationals and to know what you're going to have going into this playoff, how much of a difference maker will this challenge be this season?
It's a big difference. Those small points matter, and I just got to thank Mission Foods. It's an excellent program that it's a little extra competitive juices flowing during the qualifying, and I was pretty excited to compete in this throughout the year. And man, it's awesome to win it here at the Big Go. It's a place to win something. So thank you.
Both drivers get off the starting mark. 371, 334 miles an hour, and Justin Ashley and Mike Green figured it out.
In the 11 Mission Too Fast, Too Tasty challenges in Top Fuel this season, Justin Ashley just won his 6th. He has dominated this challenge all season long. You're going to get the medal presented to you by Juan Gonzalez from Mission Foods. The brand ambassador, Angel Sampey, up here with us all season as well. And I will just go ahead and let the fans know that Justin swore to me off camera that he saw yellow there. A 17 reaction time. How is it possible?
None of it matters. I know it's not what everyone wants to hear, but none of it matters unless you have a good car. It becomes irrelevant, and these cars have to react quickly too. So I know everyone's going to focus on that 17 light, but what I'm focused on is that 371 at 334 miles per hour. So I don't know if that was the quickest speed so far, but it was fast, and it felt fast in the race car. Just another great drag race and meaningful racing because of everything that Mission Foods is doing for the sport, and we're so grateful. I know I speak on behalf of all the drivers, so we thank you for your involvement, your activation within the sport, and we all know you chose the best brand representative with Angel. So this was so much fun this year, and to win this Mission Foods championship, we'll call it, was really something special.
Well, that name is on top of it for you, Justin. Congratulations.
Ron hazes the tires, and John Force beats the Snake, or at least the Snake replica.
Well, there is John Force, and he just wanted to say real quickly that he was racing Don Perdome. He wanted to bow down next to that funny car, and we'll get him back over here for the interview in just a moment. He does become the 7 different winner in this Mission Too Fast, Too Tasty challenge. And John, your name's going to be added to that trophy. First, you're going to get a medal from the CEO of Mission Foods, Juan Gonzalez.
Guys, I know all of them. It's where I grew up.
There you go.
John, you knew that you were going to racing a hard, funny car in this final, a 17 light. You were up to your old annex. Why is it tried and true for you?
Caps and Robert Height and Hagen, these are the best sleevers out there. Tasca's joined that club, and I'm not worth the poop. Cleaning my act up. But I do what I do, and I was really lucky. It was almost a red light against Robert, and he knows it. I screwed up, and then with Caps, I just took all the bulbs all the way to New York, and I survived it. But I got to race Caps.
There you go.
I mean, I got to race Perdome, and that means a lot because I lived that. He whooped me every week.
Hagan on the right side, Height on the left.
How about 385 at 329? Robert Height goes to the top. Hagan goes 391 at 323 miles an hour. But Robert Height, that Cornwell Chevrolet, they tested well in Brainerd, and he just went 3.853, 329 miles an hour, and goes number one. Galvin.
You said it back in Gainesville that during the offseason you went to your grandson's hockey game and it kind of lit that fire back in you, reminded you who you were. The season's been a bit of a struggle. Does getting this win now, even though it's not a national event, to still get this win, does that kind of vindicate how the season has been and give you hope going into the countdown?
That's Danny's son, that's Ashley's son, Jacob and Noah. But Jacob went into a big hockey tournament, and they were playing, you know, they weren't going to make the playoffs unless they beat this team for the championship in the league. And it was like, nobody could beat this team. They were the best. And we were over on the other side of LA, and I saw the pep talk that Coach gave them. But I'm looking at these kids, and I go, they don't know if they're 10 years old or if they're 100 like me. All they know is they want to get out there and fight, and they want it. And it was freaky, like everyone, like, how did they do that? Everything went right. And I live by that it isn't right now, but your car will come back and you'll be able to win. And I'm not trying to throw out no stuff, but I got a good race car. And a lot of times it looks slow, but I'm the guy that shoves it deep to try to get that win, and I kill the ET. Least on the board, that means next round you don't get lane choice. And then you got to run sometimes in a bad lane. But I'm learning, I'm training myself. I live in the gym. Sarah got on me the other night. Said, did you go to the gym? So I got to keep going. I got to keep working. She's only 48 days away from marriage. 42. But my team really sticks by me when they ought to get rid of me sometimes, some of the stupid stuff I do. And but I'm the same guy I was, 50, 60 years ago. I haven't changed how I look at the world. And they look at me and they go, where? How did you get to where you are thinking like that? But I'm a dreamer. I go to the movies. I come out of the movies with, I've already got a new plan for the media. For when I do retire, I went and saw that movie about driving simulators, and the guy went on to become the world champion in those. Yeah, I walked out there, I couldn't believe it. I told my wife I'm going right back in and watch it again, because I realized what that guy did from Nissan is he created a whole new idea. Let's take someone that'll never get a chance, see if he can win. And then he did, and that's what I'm looking at. When I go, I'm going to be looking for the next John Force. I'm going to be looking for the next kid. And I got him in my camp right now. Robert Height, Brittany, Proc, they're the best. But I've got to get somebody, because they're already in the game. And I don't want a big cuss, a good kid that loves it with his heart, and that's all he wants. Because this sport will survive, and we'll be a part of it. And I want to be a part of it even in my old age. And my grandkids are coming. My granddaughter was down here, racing in Super Comp. And Jacob and Noah, they got theirs junior dragster. So life is good for me. I'm putting you to sleep. I'm sorry. I'll get any more questions. I'll make it short, I promise.
We're good. Thanks, John.
And I did bow down because I wanted to do that in Perdome. He'll laugh at me, but I wanted to do that to show Caps respect, because I was racing Caps. And I got lucky. He blew the hot dogs off, and I got lucky. So at the end of the day, we'll take it, and I'll just thank the good Lord. That's all.
Thanks, John. Congrats.
So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, tomorrow, the final 2 rounds of qualifying, the Pep Boys All-Star call-out for the funny car category, and then we set the field for Monday's historic eliminations for the 69th nice edition of the Dodge Powerbrokers U.S. Nationals. Incredible race so far this weekend, an incredible weekend of action, and we still got 2 more days to go. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, be sure to like, comment, and share the video so that way everybody within the world of drag racing has an opportunity to see us. Be sure to follow me on all social media pages down below. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, even Threads, Mighty Mac 03, follow me on there, and so you can see everything we've done, because Brody over here has been taking incredible shots. We've been posting those on Twitter and Instagram throughout the entire day today, and we're going to have more to finish off the U.S. National. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to follow, be sure to subscribe, do all that. And until Sunday, this has been Mighty Mac, and I will see you next time.